The top stories. The BLP asks questions about hospital deaths. Another goal for Barbados at the Chelsea Flower Show. And Benny Hinn, it's coming. Welcome to Nation News for Tuesday, May the 20th, 2014. The opposition Barbados Labour Party called a news conference to ask a number of searching questions about the operations of the Queen Elizabeth Hospital in the wake of an outbreak of a bacterial infection at the dialysis unit last week. Senator Dr. Jerome Walcott, a former Minister of Health and the party's spokesman on Foreign Affairs, called on management of the QEH to say whether any patients died or were infected by contaminated water in the dialysis unit, and whether there was a drug shortage because of money owed to suppliers. Dr. Walcott, a surgeon, was accompanied by opposition MP Cynthia Ford, who said the questions were not aimed at pulling down the government, as she put it. Instead, she said the opposition was extremely concerned about the care of the sick.
In the Labour Party time, healthcare was of a better product and more people were receiving benefits and they did not have to be subjected to payment for medication and to go to private agencies instead of going to the hospital and so on and so forth. We want for Barbadians to be healthy, to be safe, and to get the best of whatever the millions of dollars are being put into the pool for health care.
Barbados has won a 16th gold medal at the Chelsea Flower Show in London. The theme for this year was the Sailor's Valentine, a tribute to the special souvenirs British sailors took back home to their sweethearts during the 1800s. The Barbados Horticultural Society created 4 enlarged floral replicas in a spectacular garden. It has become all too familiar to some, a newspaper ad that says there were no suitable local applicants for a job and a work permit is being sought to bring in someone. Last week, there were at least 3 such positions: a science teacher at the Codrington School, a store manager at Cost U Less, and an audit senior at PricewaterhouseCoopers. Well, an official of the Ministry of Labour has said that an investigation will be undertaken to shed light on labour market deficiencies. Project coordinator of the government's Human Resources Development Strategy, Maureen Pollard, spoke at a news briefing to discuss the second pillar of that strategy, a National Qualification Master Plan. If you were driving along the Harbour Road in the morning, chances are you were stopped by police who were making spot checks on compliance with road traffic rules. Station Sergeant Leroy Hope said officers wanted to ensure that drivers had the proper licenses, vehicle registrations, road tax, and insurance. He told Nation News that motorists were very cooperative.
We explained to them what we are doing up front, and they say it's a good move, and they're welcoming. So we're going to continue this operation so they make sure that we bring back law and order and respect of road traffic users on the road.
Next is our regular Tuesday commentary with Carol Martindale on working together to ensure a bright future for Barbados.
The success of this past weekend's inaugural Top Gear Festival should teach us a few critical lessons. Foremost is that in the midst of a crippling economic downturn, we must not become wrapped in a veil of pessimism. For the many people out of a job and those facing uncertainty about theirs, they all want to have faith and hope for a better tomorrow. We need to remember that people matter most. This is the time for those with alternate plans to give of their ideas and suggestions. Now is the moment to reach out and help in whatever way each and every one of us can to continue to make Barbados a better place. So we need to be surrounded by those who are pursuing innovation, taking risks, and promoting excellence in all our undertakings.
Controversial American televangelist Benny Hinn is coming to Barbados. He's being brought by a group of churches and religious groups who have formed a new alliance to fight what they say is a growing sense of fear and hopelessness among Barbadians. The alliance, according to the Reverend Ferdinand Nichols, wants to guide Barbadians during these tough economic times and bring a unified Christian approach to national issues. One of the first events will be a 2-day crusade next month by Hinn, who claims to be a faith healer. It was an auction which grabbed the attention of realtors, hoteliers, and collectors. Natasha Beckles tells us why.
Over 100 people turned out last Saturday for an auction sale which caught the attention of collectors, business people, and others simply looking for something unique. On offer was a wide selection of antiques, furniture, collectibles, and housewares from Villanova, a plantation house and hotel in St. John. It is one of the properties of Clico Holdings Barbados, and the property itself is on the market for an asking price of US $10 million. But on Saturday, the focus was on its contents, including a number of paintings. One depicting Rachel Pringle went for $5,900. The auction continues on Saturday when another set of items will go on the block. This is Natasha Beckles for Nation News.
In sport, netball, UWI Blackbirds outplayed Guardian Pride of Villa 53-42 on Monday night at the Netball Stadium to remain in the hunt for the Division 1 title. The Blackbirds ended the regular Division 1 season with a 4-2 record and 24 points, and they need defending champions C.O. Williams Rangers to beat Pine Hill Dairy St. Barnabas on Friday night. That would mean all three of those teams would finish on 24 points and require a playoff for the title. If St. Barnabas win, the title's theirs. Villa, by the way, placed last after a winless season. Levi Cadogan, the winner of 2 sprint medals at this year's Carifta Games, has signed a contract with Adidas. The 18-year-old signed a 2-year deal with sports management firm Quadranton Elite Performance, which said it was acting on behalf of Adidas, which manufactures sports shoes, clothing, and accessories. Watched by his parents, Bernard and Destiny, the fastest schoolboy in the country signed the deal, which entitles him to an annual retainer. And finally, a judge in Italy has suspended a murder trial after spotting 2 court staff having sex during the hearing. Stunned, Anna Ivaldi asked the prosecutor to stop speaking after she looked up and spotted the couple writhing in ecstasy, it says here. They had thought the darkened glass they were behind would mask their steamy antics, but the eagle-eyed judge could still see them. Judge Ivaldi ordered the trial in Genoa to be stopped, while the 2 employees had their passion brought to an abrupt halt. That's Nation News for Tuesday. It's available on our website, nationnews.com, on Facebook, Twitter, and on our YouTube channel.